Welcome to the channel, Excellence, where we strive for excellence. We strive to be one better than what we were yesterday. Why? Because we're the best that ever did it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a story about Cadillac Willie. Now, Cadillac Willie, he came to Detroit one time. He checked in the motel, right? But as he was checking in the motel, it was a girl, she came in, her name was Sunshine, right? So Cadillac seen Sunshine get off the plane with him, and they ended up in the same hotel, right? So Cadillac Willie say, I'm gonna go over here and get to know her. So he went over, introduced himself to Sunshine. She said, where you from? She said, I'm from California. He said, well, I'm from New York. And she was like, okay, well, we meet up in Detroit. Let's get to know one another. She said, okay. So he goes to his room. He goes to his room, and she go to her room, right? So she come back, she knock on the door, she want to talk to Willie. And she say, Willie, I got four of my girls that's coming in from California. They at the airport. She say, but they need a ride. He say, ain't no problem. I just picked up a rental car. So, his rental car was a Cadillac. So he jumped in that Cadillac, right? Cut that day. When he jumped in that Cadillac, he rode down Jefferson. He hit the Lodge Freeway, hit 96, all the way to the Southfield Freeway, down 94 to the airport, and up jump Willie, right? So she said, Willie, did you pick up the four girls from the airport? He said, yeah, I picked up all four of them. She said, okay, well, here's $200 for your trouble. So they sitting in the room. Willie got five girls in the room. They partying, having a good time. So the girls is like, ain't no fun, because it's just one guy and it's five of us. Willie say, ain't no problem. I know guys in Detroit. He said, I'm going to go pick up some of the fellas. So Willie jumped in the Cadillac, right? Cut the day. So again, by him staying downtown, he jumped on Jefferson, rode all the way down to Mac, took Mac down to Bewick, and he picked up some of his fellas, right? So Willie picked up four of the fellas. They come walking through the door. They say, wow, there's some beautiful women in here. You know, we, they sat back partying and everything. Say, but ain't nothing like, can't be no women in here and ain't no drinks. So Willie say, ain't no problem. I'm gonna go to the store. First of all, she paid Willie $200 for his trouble for going to get the brothers, right? So she say, well, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Cut the day. So again, Willie hit Jefferson. He went around there by Greektown. He turned on St. Antoine, hit another couple corners, turned again, and up jumped Willie. He was at the liquor store. So she said, you buy some liquor? He said, yeah, baby, I don't buy nothing but the best. Ace of clubs, ace of heart, ace of diamond, and definitely got that ace of spade. So she said, dang, well, baby, here's $2,000 for your trouble. Shoot, so they sit there, they partied all night, had fun, this, that, and the other, and everything. And so all the fellas left. Everybody left. They took the girls with them and everything, but they left the room a mess, right? So Willie told Sunshine, he said, get up, baby, clean the room. She said, no, I don't do manual labor. He said, ain't no problem. I own the janitorial service. So he jumped in the Cadillac, right? Cut the deck. He rode to get some of the brothers from the janitorial service. So he went down Woodward. He had to turn up there by Highland Park. So he went down by Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? He turned again. Then when he turned over on Puritan, up jumped Willie. She said, well, did you get the fellas? He said, yeah, I got all four of the fellas to clean the house, to clean the hotel and everything. So they won't be tripping. She said, well, here's $2,000 for your trouble. So he's sitting there, he talking to Sunshine. He said, baby, how old are you? She said, I'm 34. He said, well, how How many kids where you stay at in California? She said, I stay on 567 Diamond Street. He said, dang. He said, well, how many kids you got? She said, I got three. One three, one five, one eight. He said, well, what you do for a living? She said, I run an after-hour joint on 567 Spade Street. He said, what a coincidence. When I was there, I won 88 grand at the after-hour on 567 Hart Street. She said, well, how did you do that? He said, I was playing poker, and the sucker came. I was playing poker, and I won 88 grand. He said, the first hand, the sucker came down with trip threes, right? And I beat him with trip nines. And the third time, he came down with trip tens, and I hit him in the head with a straight flush. And we out. I flushed that deck.